Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
Boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? You can't be out of range? What?
Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. Jarl the Appian way here. I've been sent this replay. I don't know what entirely to expect, but I've been told this replay has it all by Eruner himself. And I already like what I see. We've got a Cyclops. We've got Sparta versus Hector of Troy, which is, just about as classic of a matchup as they come. The only thing could be even better is if this was Paris versus Sparta, but here we are. Let's go over Eruner's army first. He's leading with the Cyclops here. He's got a Laconian militia and a light spear runner on one side, Laconian hillman and a light spear runner on the other side. And then his main force, we've got a pair of Achaean slingers, 2 heroic axe warriors, 1 axe champion, a pair of shielded spearmen, a reinforced chariot escorting the hero fighter Ravager, also in a heavy melee chariot. Hector's forces, we have, let's see here, this is a pair of guards of Troy flanking a line of 4 Trojan defenders, 2 swordsmen, 3 spear fighters, Hector himself on foot, and a line of 3 archers. Okay, so just looking at this army, the first question I have is who's doing the killing work? I just don't see it here. I don't see it in this roster. And there's also something to be said here, which is that not all of this army can be seen right away by Hector. Actually, the entire Spartan roster here is completely blocked from sight because of the use of this hill. But as I'm looking at this Hector army, I'm going, who's going to be doing the killing? Is it Hector? You're counting on your Trojan defenders to do a lot. Guards of Troy are nice, but they're not that nice. And the swordsmen and spear fighters are pretty much just chaff. The archers can get kills, but can they get the damage they need? This is gonna be gnarly, folks. I can already tell. Eruner is not to be trifled with. He sent in this replay though, saying it was a really good piece because it has a little bit of everything that happens in this battle. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of a fight this Hector player could put on. He's definitely leading with the Cyclops here. I think he's just gonna open up right away with some boulder chucks. He's gonna eat some arrows for his trouble, but that's okay. The Cyclops can tank a lot of that, and the boulder goes straight for the archers. And did it even catch some of the Trojan defenders? It did not. It looks like it might have rebounded there. Eruner, I'm sure he's going to be doing, this is it, the Warhammer dance. He's just going to run the Cyclops around in circles and try and eat up as much of that Trojan archer ammo as he can. He's going to take, like I said, he's going to take a couple of hits for his trouble, but, no big deal. You might be afraid of this because you're like, well, the Cyclops only has 10 armor. It's okay. He can dodge all 90% of these, actually. So the Trojan defenders are getting sick and tired of this. They're going to push up. The archers themselves, it looks like they're done trying to deal with this. They'd rather shoot some Achaean slingers. But again, that's why you bring Achaean slingers. You bring Achaean slingers to get shot. If they could get value shooting some of these archers, that was a really good attempted boulder throw there. He didn't target it at the Trojan defenders. He targeted it where he thought the Trojan defenders were going to be. That time it didn't work out for him. The Trojan defenders just happened to be stopping right there. So they took 1 casualty from it. The Achaean slingers still dishing out some slings. As you can see, they're just kind of doing what damage they can. I think they 160 range. Do they outrange? Yeah, they outrange the archers. So Eruner is actually going to go ahead and fall back and try and use his superior range to duel with these archers with his Achaean slingers. Any value you can get from an Achaean slinger is actually really, really good. He's also going to push up the Cyclops because the Cyclops isn't being shot anymore. And it's going to be another boulder for the archers, almost certainly. Yep, he's going to grab another 4 kills right there. Cyclops is sitting high and mighty. He's not being shot, but there we go. That's what the Achaean slingers are known for. Dying. This is an expendable unit. You bring it to waste the enemy's ammo, and they certainly have done it. But, not for lack of trying, though. They have managed to take some hit points off of the archers. And he has also outflanked over here. This Laconian militia is not hidden, so Hector knows that it's there. They do not know about the light spear runners or the Laconian hillmen over here. Cyclops is going to go back to doing the Warhammer dance, but I think the archers are now solely focused on killing Achaean slingers. Again, actually, I think they'd be better off wasting their time shooting at the Cyclops than shooting at the slingers. That was a really good throw. Got a little bit of collateral into the Trojan defenders as well as the archers, and this Cyclops is one really happy lad right now. Actually, it looks like he's going to go ahead and push on in. No, he was just trying to get the archers back behind the line. He's trying to screen his slingers so that he can get more value out of the slingers. They're not doing a lot of damage. They've only gotten like 2 kills. They're not very accurate. but they're doing damage. They really are. They're up to 4 kills now. And he's just trying to use the Cyclops to just, like, keep pushing those archers back so they can't duel the slingers. Because if he's dueling the slingers, the archers will win against the slingers. But now, the slingers have the advantage of their missile block chance from shields and from the scrubs. They're actually going to be doing a lot better from this position. The Cyclops is no longer able to push the archers back any further because of the Trojan defender line. But that Trojan defender line is unwilling to advance, and as such, it's going to eat a lot of Cyclops bolters. Cyclops at 31 kills already. Light spear runners are going to go ahead and give these spear fighters something to think about as they push the Laconian militia out of that tree line. That's actually smart play from Hector. Just go ahead and clear out your flanks. You know, it's just a militia. You don't need to just let it sit there. And Erunner's going to go ahead and, you know, he's going to duel. He's going to keep fighting. He's going to try and put his heavy stuff into, you know, better positions here. I think we have another boulder. It went right through the Trojan defender line. I don't think it got... No, it did not get a collateral kill on the guards of Troy, though. There's a really good angled shot because of the slope of the hill. It almost went straight into that guard of Troy as well. Okay, moving on to the next stage here. Actually, no, we're still in the skirmish stage. There's only 3 minutes left in this fight. What's going on here, Runner? You promised me a battle. Okay, so we do have melee engaged out on the flanks. The spear fighters fighting light spear runners. Spear runners look like they just want to run away from this. They don't want to stick around. Meanwhile, out here on the right flank, the shielded spearmen are going to engage the Trojan defenders, while the heroic axe warriors are going to go ahead and get into the guards of Troy. Then he's going to fall back because he knows he can't win this fight in the long term. And he's going to go ahead and outflank with the Laconian hillmen and light spear runners on this side while he cleans up a guard of Troy. He's leaving the Trojan defenders alone because Hector isn't willing to fight with them. And that's actually really good news for Erunner. These guys have to get involved. This is 4,000 points of heavy infantry just sitting on the battlefield getting shot up by a Cyclops because the archers can't quite do the job themselves. Swordsman versus Laconian hillmen. This is actually a tier 1 marquee fight matchup here. I'm interested to see how this goes. Laconian hillmen with their fear bonus versus the swordsman with their slight armor and shield advantage. But I think the Laconian hillmen are going to win that one overall. They did break this guard of Troy. Meanwhile, on the other flank, Erunner's playing a little cagey. He did get a heroic axe warrior into the spear fighter. Okay, goodbye spear fighter. That's pretty much it right there. The Keen Slingers, 51 kills now because they've been allowed to do this. And they're just sitting here shooting it up. And yeah, the Cyclops is going to go on in here, charge on in. He's going to tango with Hector, take off as many hit points as he can. And Erunner still has... Yeah, here they come. Chariots. I was wondering when they were going to get involved, and they found some medium infantry. They just plowed right on into them. They've already gotten, this flank pretty much wide open door, and now he's in a position with the chariots if he wants to. He can go ahead and he can hit the flanks. Man, those Trojan defenders, those Axe champions tore apart those Trojan defenders. Holy cow. But yeah, not a great situation for Hector, but the Cyclops, honestly, he's already gotten his value. He's really happy with the results out of his Cyclops, I'm sure. Archers are still in here. They're opening fire. They have done a really good number on the light spear runners, but this is a really well-handled flank. And the chariots now, yeah, they're unfortunately going into the front of this Trojan defender, but they have the support of Laconian militia and a light spear runner. If they can get the light spear runner in there and they can turn around the chariots, it looks like the chariots are going to go after the hero now, try and give the Cyclops some support. But yeah, this battlefield is wide open now for Erunner as Sparta. He's got all the engagements he wants. He's got shielded spearmen in outflanking positions, just waiting for their orders to go into this guard of Troy. They're being slowed down by a spear fighter, but that spear fighter isn't going to do anything about them. And the chariots now are just mobbing Hector. Now, poor Cyclops, you saw that huge hit. He's dealing so much damage to Hector, but the chariots here, they're adding in their impact into the battle. The heavy infantry of Troy is just falling apart. And there it is. Beautiful sunset. Shatter across the battlefield. That's it. A one-sided match, but a little bit of everything, like Erunner promised. 857 deployed versus 1,100 deployed. He only took 200 losses and killed nearly 800 himself. Very, very well done. I'm 53 kills with the Sakian Slinger. Something I'm really looking forward to in Mythos mode is that you're going to be able to see the damage as gold value in these battle replays, and you'll be able to see just how much damage the Achaean Slingers are able to get done based on their really cheap cost of only 280 funds. Any Achaean Slinger that has 300 points of damage is... Honestly, that's the Slinger paying for itself and then some. Because the reason you bring a Slinger is because it's a rabble unit. It's a mob unit. It's designed to waste the enemy's ammo, waste their attention and energy, and die and then run away without terrorizing the rest of your army for dying. So any time that Achaean Slingers, I feel, can make damage or make kills it's just something to celebrate. It really is. That Cyclops, 46 kills, most of them with boulders, and then he was able to deal with Hector, keep him pinned long enough for the rest of his heavier units to come in here and do the job. 151 kills with the Axe Champions. What a performance from them, just disintegrating that one Trojan defender. And those defenders, they started with 2 XP chevrons each. Not the best play from Rayo Matt, 13-10 here. But that was a fun replay all the same. Let me know your thoughts about it, okay? Ta-ta, I love you all. I'll see you guys in the next video.